Good evening and welcome in all. Hope you're having a lovely Saturday today. I do apologize for our significantly delayed start. But delighted to see you. Welcome in, Dark Knight, Peter. I think I saw the professor lurking as well. So hope you're all doing well. In spite of my tardiness, I think we will continue with Smalland today, as we have some developments that have happened in between streams. Namely, Quantum is an absolute dear and stopped by in my little world and dropped off some goodies for me. So if you don't mind, I'll actually show those off, because the first thing first is new pants. These are actually from a later part of the game that I have not seen myself, in that you can hunt the mice. So I have little mousy feet. And then we also have the full outfit, which I don't have on me right now, so I'll go fetch it. Because the other thing she dropped off was this lovely one. Look how pretty. And I am the Mouse Lord. And Dark Knight, when did you become a VIP? You've always been a VIP. I just didn't remember where to change that setting in not Teams, Twitch. Okay, so I do have the chess piece on me. Here's the other piece that she dropped off, and I feel terrible that she did, because this is expensive to make. But according to her, she did say that she has the white version of the set, so she's not going to go back to this one. But fashion. But since it's now slowly becoming summer, I don't have to worry too much about the cold. Because the other nice bit with the rodent's fur is that it kept you warm. So, yay! And you recently started an RPG, and the first character for... Ah. How's that one been treating you? Welcome in, Professor. Hope you're having a lovely day today. And the game is delightful. Oh, good. Hope you're having a good time with it. I know I've been very much enjoying the Professor's Pirate Adventure. I felt like Barbossa yesterday, though, where work kept interfering where it wasn't supposed to. So here I am trying to enjoy this lovely pirate stream and constant pings and stuff on Teams. I look over, it's like, I'm a little busy at the moment. Ooh, that's delightful. And you're already through the other burger and one cinnamon roll. Somehow it was even better than yesterday. Sometimes baked goods like that are indeed better the next. Plus, you still have the satisfaction of you made it yourself. As I am still salivating over those. The food envy is high. So, right, I'm trying to reacclimate and figure out what we're doing. Because I didn't do too much in between now and the last session, except for I did go visit the beekeeper, as well as Scotty to the south, who I'll probably show off again, just because part of my evil plan is go ahead and get the bee wings, so I can have something now, even though they are not fashionable by any means. And then maybe, if we can get to a world event, see how much of a grind that's going to be to get the leather wings. Because I wore those on my other profile, but they were such a grind to get. I don't know if it'll be worth it for this one, because it may just be better to go try to get mortar and advance things that way so we can get the sapphire wings. But We'll see how things go. The one world event that did spawn while I was playing offline didn't spawn for me because I hadn't progressed the plot enough to actually see it, so whoops. Uh-oh. And I was ranting and I missed it. I'm not sure if you've noticed, and I don't want to alarm you, but there's a bug in your attic. Oh, yes. This was a gift from Quantum, and it's supposed to be a lovely mountain companion, but I have a confession. I don't know how to fly it. It responds to the typical left and right, but the yaw doesn't make sense to me. And so when I ride it, I don't have any lift. And so we just plummet like a stone. I was like, oh no. It's very pretty, but I'm inept. So he gets to live upstairs for now until I build him his own little chateau. And Dark Knight, you're curious about the RPGs that are on Steam. You can send me a website to check them all out. And why there are 11 games. And is it really called just the Ys? Or is that pronounced like yees? Or... because I admit I'm not familiar with it at all. Ys pronounced like geese. Not one I would have thought of, but... never trust me with phonetics. But see, these are the wings I really want. They're my favorite, but the iron ingot is so far away because you have to build stone, then you have to have mortar, then you have to have metal scraps. So we're a ways away from it. But these, I did some terrible, awful things in between streams, and I actually did farm some bees, so I can go ahead and create these now. Again, they are not fashionable, so... we'll get to be content with those. But yeah, Dark Knight, if you would, go ahead and post that, because I am curious. It's been a long while since there's been an RPG that I've liked. Doddering was actually very sweet and working on something for me behind the scenes. As far as RPGs go, it's a DS game that I played years and years ago, but honestly don't remember much about it, other than I remember playing it a lot. So that might be something we feature later if we can get it to work. We'll see. But look at my little wings. And they may have updated these since last I've seen them, because I don't remember them being this translucent. Yeah, they did update them. Alright, that actually looks a lot better. But I have wings. Because the nice part with these now... fall damage is a thing, even for small folk, but I can do this. Welcome in, greetings. Hope you're having a lovely Saturday today. Pardon me real quick. Yes, greetings, greetings. Well, let's see. Goodness, Dark Knight. The story of the games of the origin is which is prequel. And the rest of the games are about an adventurer named Otto Christian. But the various games are his adventures, and they're not in chronological order. Interesting. See, games like that do make for a fun story. Part of it could be that you're building on a narrative that wasn't yet complete at the time of the first one. The other part could be that you did it purposely to make it kind of obscure, and that way you have to play all of them to make sense of it. So I can appreciate that. But yes, we now have wings. For this one, And I'm debating on what we should go do next, because we don't quite have a world event at the moment. I do think I need to make some arrows, though. So let me do that real quick. Oh, that's fun. They appear in different chronological orders. How many arrows do I have on my person? And that still leaves me plenty of stone, so we should be good. Make sure I equip those. And there's a PlayStation 2 game that's not canon and has its own English translation. That's fun. You know, a series has been around long enough if it has offshoots like that. Oh, that's a fun way to start the day, Professor. The latest pirate movie was rated R. I'd be disappointed if it wasn't. But yes, let's see. I'm debating if we should go get more bark or... 'cause I'm trying to recall what I need for the next flint one. Oh, this is going to be fun. We have all the pirate things as well. How do pirates communicate? Eye to eye. Cute. How do you turn a pirate furious? Take away the P so he becomes irate. Chitin bow is silk thread and heavy chitin, so we just need to farm Kokiburi for those. One might think R is the pirate's favorite letter, but his true love is the C. True, daughtering, very true. I'm looking for tools, because we have that one. That's the first one you can get. Crude hatchet. Jesus. It'll never stop, Peter. Because we have the professor stream later as well. Looking forward to all of that. And a paintbrush. Interesting. That's new to me. Sir Man needs a pirate hat and a hook. You know, Dark Knight, that's on the list. Just drink up me hearties, yo-ho. So I need a little bit more chitin, which I can get from regular bugs. And you're going to plan on a 4th mutiny? Peter, I missed out on the earlier mutinies. You have to fill me in on the details. What happened? Because I was below deck. After all, Sir Man was dead in medieval times and probably a ghost pirate? Probably Dark Knight, because the Dutchman is one of my favorites. And then the only thing I will say about Assassin's Creed is my crew are absolute layabouts. Every time the professor stumbles upon one, it's just like, really? They're doing nothing but bleaching their bones. You useless sack of wine. Ah, I've dawdled enough a world event. Is it close? No. It is firmly in the swamp, and I guarantee you that that one is a mosquito one. I suppose we could make our way there. But I fear the world event will be ended by then. So let me continue to stare at menus for a few moments. So I just need one more piece of chitin. So I may be mad, but I'm not seeing another axe, which is what I would need for clay, I believe. Or maybe I'm just a fool and I can go harvest clay now. I don't think so, though. Oh, don't tell me that, Dark Knight. In Black Flag... Now, is that the resync or the original? But I can get a skeleton crew and it's built into the game, not a mod? Say no more. Oh no. How late into the game is that? Also, look at the buggy at night. It's so pretty. You posted an entertainment. Oh, thank you. Because if I can get that early... Alright, so we need heavy chitin, and then... I don't think I'll make it to here in time. It's been a while since I've heard that one, Dark Knight. Yar har fiddly dee, being a pirate is alright with me. What do you want? Because pirates are free. You are a pirate. Because this is on the beach. I know where this is. But here's the lovely thing on why I was bemoaning that I wanted wings. Now I don't have to take the lift anymore. Precisely, Dark Knight. If I have my wings now, I'm full Fae. So we can actually see the beauty of the game. The only problem with the wings, though, is they're more of gliders than they are anything else. So unfortunately, I will lose altitude rapidly. Winter Court for the win. I agree. That or, at the very least, autumn. Sealy Court. Well, then we have to deal with Titania and Oberon. I think Unseelie is winter and Sealy is summer. But it's loose translations. Oh, that's a shame. Greetings. Your chores aren't pirate related? They ought to be. Pillage and plunder. But no worries at all. Hopefully we'll catch you a little bit later, because I'll be streaming until the professor goes live. And then likewise, I'll be looking for your Elden Ring stream as well. I'm curious to see how you'll tackle the lakes. Because you've got the Academy or Caelid to look forward to. I think there's a way to get to the cockroaches from here, but let's see if we can at least get to the event in time. And Peter, look away. There be a frog. Oh no. Swim, you man. Ouch. I thought I was landing on land, but turns out no, straight into the drink. And if anyone with arachnophobia is currently watching, please look away, as this is the spider's lair, as we have some lovely black widows. There we go. Did they change that on me, of where you actually get a notice before the world event begins now? Maybe that's what I did wrong last time. Well, the nice part with the widows is you can actually tame them now. When last I played, you could only tame the wolf spiders. But I actually got to visit Quantum's tree and visit all of her lovely creatures. Oh, I'm glad that the game has been relatively easy. I won't say that it's been perfect, but I'm hoping you're having fun with it. Both Caled and Liurnia will have their challenges, though. But I have confidence you'll tackle them all. But now we get to kill some mosquitoes. And do the world some favors. What do I missed? I make blood soup. Yay! We did the thing. I was gonna say, I know I killed another one around here. Because the blood sacs are useful in a healing potion, if I remember correctly. The question, though, is... It said the world event was completed. I don't know if it told me how many points I received. Because on this menu, it doesn't show you the, They're not guild. I'm trying to remember what they're called. There are other redeems that you can get. But as you can see, we've barely scratched the surface of things to unlock. What is that? A summoning pebble. You can summon your companions from a stable. Ah. I admit when they first came out I was scared of the stables because you put your creature in it and you can no longer see them. So I was deathly afraid of the netcode on it. To be like, well, am I gonna lose this? The Clive Rosenfield from Tekken 8, you made him look like Odin with a raven and an eye patch. Hey, Hugin and Mugen are adorable. They're worth having with you. And now let's see if we can't get out of the swamp without crashing into the water. Because that was folly on my part. There's also Freki and Breki. Those I'm not too familiar with. Hugin and Mugen are the two I usually encounter. But then again, they're the ones that were made popular in Valheim as well. I'm trying to remember what they called them in God of War. Oh, those are the wolves. Are those the ones that chase the sun and the moon? While we're here, we might as well. I I just want the silk. I don't care about the insect stuff at the moment. No, those are the Garm dogs. Like graham crackers a lot. That would be a sight to see. Although if they are dog-like, they'll eat just about anything. See, this is the type of spider you used to be able to tame, the wolf spider. Which, where I'm going for a drow-like character, might as well. I hadn't set out to do that, but I guess it was the professor's influence again with the Baldur's Gate playthrough, because I was looking through my old footage and I remember now I was playing a half-drow. Ah, so Fenrir will devour the sun and the moon, but the Garm dogs eat the stars. Makes sense. And after this one I should repair this. That way we can carry on our merry way. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Oh, hello, little Claire. Are you being a menace? Yes, you're absolutely being a menace. Yes, you found the other screen. But we wanted to leave the swamp, not venture further in. Because I need to go to the Grey Lands for some heavy chitin. Because I don't think the spiders drop chitin. That wouldn't quite make sense. I need a beetle for that. And after all this, it makes me want to do a watch party where we just go through Thumbelina. Although, I think that one has some problematic themes by today's sensibilities, so maybe not. That might be more something we do on Discord. Because I think it's on YouTube with ads. Let's head a little bit north then, to the Greylands. And follow-up question, did my map update? It did. Yay. I was hoping because I toggled the event as a trackable thing, once the event ended, it would close. Ah, welcome in, Quantum. Hope you're having a lovely Saturday today. It's like we finally made it out of the brutal winter. I was indeed doddering. All credit goes to Quantum for her lovely gifts. That dragonfly is gorgeous, especially at night. There's a little bit of the chitin we needed, so I can make a chitin bow now. Or no, is the bow the heavy one? I think it was just the axe was for the regular. Either way, we'll go on a murdering spree. Which I think that was one of my early lamentations of the game, is that I wish there was a truly peaceful mode of where you could say only harvest the things that other creatures drop when they fight amongst themselves. But the drop rate is so low that it takes a long time if you want to play that way. So maybe I'll recant that a bit and say you can play completely passive, but you have to be very patient. Patience was that. Well, like we talked about in your Elden Ring stream, no. Go in, bang your head against the wall, and do your best. That's north of the swamp. We need to go a little bit further forward. But yeah, here's the poor bees I was being mean to earlier. And again, with my Thumbelina references, I wish you could tame a bee and fly on that one. And yes, Dark Knight Greetings does stream. He's currently going through Elden Ring for his first time. But if you ever wanted a gacha expert, he would be one of the ones I would consult. Is Genshin and... what was the other one? Withering Waves, I believe? Subject matter expert on those. And then you have Professor and Peter who plays ZZZ. Withering Waves. Thank you. And then the closest thing I've played to a gacha would be Where Winds Meet. You haven't played it in a long time, but you have played it, so you at least know more than I do. Because apart from its name, that's all I know. And you're also into Nikki. Is that the Infinity Nikki with the dresses? Or is that something else entirely? Oh no. Okay, so I can get heavy chitin from the wasp as well. So, Gokiburi and wasp. We'll have ample things to kill here. And you played ZZZ, playing a Raven Guard with Fate Order. I was gonna say, Peter, I didn't think it would be the Infinity Nikki one, but it's Neek, the Goddess of War. Ah. What do you think of that one? Because again, I don't even recognize the names. There's a cockroach. Nasty thing. Like we were discussing the other day of everyone's brave until they start flying. Excuse me? You should have been dead like 4 arrows ago. And it's over-sexualized android shooting girl robots? That sounds on par with the rest of them. But the big question is it fun? Welcome in, Unicorn. Hope you're having a lovely Saturday, though. It's a fun and the story's good. There you go, then. And Quantum, you'd love a bumblebee. That would be nice. That way you could channel your inner Cornelius. And yes, I am a fairy. In a very brutal fairy context, in that I ripped the wings off of several winged creatures and fashioned my own so I could have gliders. Oh, that was pathetic. There we go. I was pressing the wrong dodge button. That's a big cockroach. My dragonfly is back at base. I have an embarrassing confession. I don't know how to fly it. Left and right toggle work just fine, but the yaw, the ability to raise an elevation, I don't know how to do that. I plummet like a stone and drink the ocean. Ugh. I do need to drink some salty things. Or at least something with magnesium in it. So, he gets to live in my house until I figure out how to fly. But yes, we'll have to show off the dragonfly too, because Quantum has this adorable black, or not black, it's a dark blue dragonfly, which is the night variant of it, I think. I missed. Come here. It's a nocturnal dragonfly, thank you. But humans. I saw the roach. Come here, Mr. Roach. Where'd you go? Nasty thing. You plague-ridden rat. I think he's too far. Are you still mad? You should be. I confused him. Ah, sorry about that. The roach tried to kill me twice. And I am on a controller, yes. It's X on the PS controller. Because for me, my dodge is actually square. Let's see where that world event is. Oh, we're not getting to that one. And, oh, for the dragonfly. I'll have to check that one out. And Dark Knight, you were playing, I assume, Dragon's Dogma 2, where you just unlocked the Trickster. I do love that class. That was a lot of fun to play. But I think it's best when you mix it with Warfarer, where you can mix the two. And I do need to head back to the base, but I think I will visit Scotty first, just to see. Because I did a world event, but I didn't see how many of the thingamabobs I unlocked. So we'll take a look at that too. The moon. Because I know I can make a kite and bow at this point. And I'm trying to remember. I think the heavy chitin was for the sapphire wings, or something else I was intending to make, so we'll check that out as well. And you're close to beating Soma. Ooh. I hope that's been treating you well. What have you been thinking of it so far? Is it giving you the horror experience you were hoping for? Because that is one of the better ones. You got lost 2 hours in a small room. Then you're having the proper experience. And when you start a new playthrough, you want to make a ranger. Archer, ranger, swordsman. Naming them Aragon. There you go. That sounds like a lot of fun. Oh, goodness. Soma I played long before I started streaming. And I think it took me the better part of at least 2 weeks. Maybe 3. Playing it on and off. That's towards the swamp, isn't it? Guess how many hours you've got? Last I saw, you had at least 3 streams in. So, probably closer to 14? I'm close. There you go. 15. Almost. Nice. I do hope you've been enjoying it. No, it's not hard to do, believe me, I've done it. I'm trying to remember the last one that really got me. I'm not counting 7th Guest because I got stuck on puzzles, not necessarily lost. Puzzles are too much for the brain. They can be, especially at the time of day in which you're playing. Being tired while trying to do puzzles is rarely a good combination. And you don't like the enemies. Too scary, or don't like their designs. They camp the objective. They know the meta. But on the topic of camps, I really do like Scotty's. Because he's got fireflies, and then look at this. I have no idea how he managed to do this, but that's a fun looking base. This is the Trapper of Smalland and the Tamer of Creatures. So let's see. So one world event got us 6 points. Yeah, no, we're not going to achieve that this scream. Nope, that ain't gonna happen. Because I remember I farmed them for a long period of time because I wanted those wings. And then, though they're not aesthetically pleasing, it was one of those, if I refused to take them off because of how long it took to unlock them, that would be why. So, nope, that's not happening. We're going to stick with the bee wings. And that's alright. And yes, he is a tamer, because you can have creatures accompany you either as battle companions, mounts, or pack mules. So I'm on my way back to my base so I can show off the dragonfly Quantum gave me. And the 4th little pig built his house out of wolf skulls. Not very sturdy, but it does send a message. You know, I kind of like that. Alright, so we went to Scotty just to see. And I'm going to remove that objective from my mind. Let's go back to our tree encampment. And it irks me to no end. This is not how strawberries grow. However, This is still very pretty. I know why they put them in the air like that, is so you'd have to cut them down, but that's not how strawberries grow. I used to grow strawberries. Been a while, but that's part of the reason why I cannot abide by store-bought strawberries. They're not the same. There's a hollowness to them, and they have more of a rind. If you can call it a rind, but it's more of the white core that has no flavor and it's only a texture. Because the store-bought ones are too watery for me. You talk to the strawberries and they don't like it this way. But no, I just... Ugh. Save your money on store-bought strawberries. Ten times bigger, but 1/10 of the flavor. Precisely. Because I remember in my youth, these small succulent ones, I mean, no bigger than probably the tip of your thumb, but oh, that was a gusher of sweetness. Damn, will I make it home in time? Probably not. So. I am sheltered now. Before the Great Strawberry Invasion, they were sweeter? I think so. And Unicorn, this is the other nice part of the game of where I am just a tiny little one, so raindrops of a certain persuasion can certainly kill you. This is a decent view to watch the storm. And I know I say this every time, but the music with the storms reminds me so much of Fantasia. Or Silly Symphony, maybe. And the clouds disperse and all is right. And yes, Unicorn, this is actually a survival game, but you can control the level of difficulty that you want it to be at. So for me, I actually have it in really passive mode, of where the creatures aren't immediately hostile towards me, and the damage they do is significantly less. But you can make this a very sweaty and scary survival game, rivaling that of, say, Grounded or Valheim. But where it's so pretty that it's like, you know what, I want to have a nice cozy game that's aesthetically pleasing to look at. It's like, I have other souls likes to torture me. I don't need to have that in all of my games. But I do love how granular they made this one. And I suppose most survival ones do that as well. I don't play that genre often, so I'm not a authority on that, so I couldn't tell you. Alright, let's call the lift. And the nice part with this one is it is multiplayer. So if you make a base, you could have easy co-op with your fellows. And I don't know why anyone would want to just teleport up. Oh, you finally got your base put back together? Wait, put back together? What happened to it? Or is it where you were just restructuring some things for cosmetics? Because you had a lovely base when I last saw it. That is true. She may have had something destroy it. But here's her lovely gift. Look how pretty. The red caps. Yes. But this is my new little buddy. You found where the crystal chandeliers are, so I had to redo the entire house. Oh no. I think I've seen the recipe for those, but I haven't used it yet. So silk thread is what I need. Well, we can easily accommodate that, because I grabbed some on my way. Ah, you're following the sculptor. That one is a fun quest. Be careful when you get to the manor, because you can fail it even after all that. And let's see, the kite and bow. And then I should have made that as well, so... Oh, I'm one piece shy. That's usually how it goes. And I probably need to make another chest for all my goodies. So let's see, bow. Oh yeah, that does significantly more damage. So, the other one gets banished to the box. But with that, we also have our ads. So what I'll do is let me put myself on my be right back, or the lesser of the two, and I will be back with you all momentarily. So bear with me as I open this and put our warning out. And welcome back all. I know I'm right there with you, Peter. Like, wait, what? The ads? Already? How? But I admit I'm so discombobulated because I got such a late start, so... Today's gonna be one of those of like, well, we're just gonna fly by the seat of our pants. He hated the griffin? Oh no. Alright. And I know there's probably a way to label this, but... what I'm thinking I'll do is all my buggy stuff goes in one box. But maybe not this box. I might put my solid construction items in one. And then I do need to make a food box. Is that it for that? Could be. That looks like food. So maybe this will be the bug box. Well, it's food. It's not. That's also food or an ingredient. Patiently waiting for food because I have no patience for anything else. Did you order food or are you waiting for your food to complete? It's also food. To complete, it was a side quest. Nice. Put my raw silk there. And then I'll make another food box around here, I suppose. But first... let's make some goodies, shall we? Make some gems. And then the apothecary table. Refined wood. That I can make. Well, if you don't mind me being nosy, what kind of food did you get? I need seed oil. Or rather not get, but to make. There we go. Made some refined wood and that. And so then now, let's make this. If I can remember to open the bloody menu. Apothecary table. I think I was going to put this like over here, maybe? It's a shame these don't glow anymore like they used to. What are you colliding with? You gotta go. Oh, no worries at all. Well, thank you for stopping in and hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Happy hunts under the waves. Ooh, fries with schnitzel. That sounds lovely. There. Little off-center, but it'll do. I probably could have moved the table a bit further back, but oh well. This is where we can put our foodstuffs. Although I don't think firefly juice is foods. I know what that is. I think that's more for potions. I can put that in completed. Likewise, I'll put my bandage there. Oh, I'm out of resin. I wondered, it's like, wait a minute, isn't there another thing I was supposed to have here? It's resin. Put the hammer away. Because with my luck, I'll start destroying stuff. And then I'll put this in the raw buggy material. That looks like a food. And what got me into Souls games? Thinking back on it, it was actually... I had stopped gaming for a long time. I think the last games I played were around 2014, maybe at the latest. I'm thinking more like 2012, 2013. Because I thought Skyrim was one of the last ones, but turns out there was a couple more between then. And then Elden Ring came out. I didn't have a PC or anything like that, but I kept seeing all these videos online of Jolly Cooperation. And knowing FromSoft being a terrible game and studio for what it is, because of the level of difficulty and the toxicity of the players, I thought long and hard about it, and about 2 months later, I decided, I was like, you know what, let's give it a try and see what it's like. And I'm so grateful that I did, because I had dozens upon dozens of hours of Jolly Cooperation. And so it was that, really, that got me into that. Just being able to collaborate wordlessly with other players. Because part of the reason for my hiatus in gaming was just how awful the communities got. To play a sexist card for 5 seconds, having the voice that I do, when you join a game with voice comms, it can go a variety of ways, usually not very pleasantly. So I swore off gaming after that. I was like, no, I'm done. It was like Diablo 3 was one of the last ones I played, so bleh. I swore it all off and said I'm just not going to return to it. But the Jolly Cooperation is what drew me to Souls, and then, correct Peter, after that there was Wukong, and I was hooked since. Because I like the RPG style of it, the difficulty, and more importantly, the ability to collaborate while you play the games. So much fun. I'm glad that you did. Now I have qualified sensei. I wouldn't say qualified, it's just I've beat my head against many a wall, so hopefully others don't have to. It's like, do not share the pain. Let me show you the secrets. I think these are not the same, are they? This is... No, it's both flint. Stone bricks need to come with me, though, because that needs to go into the other box. I'm going to try to do better for my storage. That needs to go in the buggy box. So apologies, this is a little bit of a boring bit, but my organization, it suffers. I haven't kept up much, but you've seen some action games are coming. I think the only one I have on my horizon is Phantom Blade Zero, which I think comes out in October now, where they've moved it. And you're waiting for Halo in 10 days. What are they doing with Halo? It's been a long time. I saw Pete playing it the other day. And Phantom Blade Zero, I've not played any of the others in the I think there's 2 others, maybe? But it looks like a classic Souls of Wukong meets a bit more FromSoft, as you have a variety of weapon styles you can choose from. I'm probably going to regret that, but I'm going to do it anyway. They were making the first one again, but they're adding their touch as well. A few more missions and weapons. Huh. So a spiritual successor, in a way. That would be interesting, especially given how much time has passed. It may not be a bad thing to revitalize that franchise, because I remember having a lot of fun with Halo 1. And I was going to put the bricks in here. I think it's also UE5. Oh, poor Peter, you don't wait for anything? Is that because you're don't have anything to play it on? I think I was going to put those in the food box. Very true, daughtering of UE5 would mean easy VR injection. Could you imagine playing Halo in VR? That would be a treat. You have an old potato PC? That's alright. I was going to say, so long as it serves you well. Be terrifying, and seeing a golden elite rush you with a greatsword. No, no thank you. I'm good. Well, I've gotten Halo 1 to be 3D, if not 6... And pardon me, one moment. Apologies. My body is in revolt in more ways than one today. It's like, why? Why do you do this? 6 degrees of freedom. I see. Is this me human? No, that was my own little coughing gag. It's like, oh no. It's like, I'm not allowed to die. It's like, I have too many things I have to do. Yeah, I don't know where little Claire scampered off to. Alright, I think we're nearly done with the organization. I have all my stuff put away. I have enough materials to go out and venture forth. Again, this isn't an ideal organization structure, but it's better than it was. Alright, so let's go bid the night adieu. Bothering doddering? Probably. Although she is very sweet. We got her a new perch to go into the office. A $20 little rinky-dink thing, but she loves it. And so I've caught her many a time laying in there where, rather than hanging out with me on my desk, she's decided, she's like, no, I like this. This is mine. It's like, alright, enjoy. Oops. Wrong button. Eat the berries. Precisely, greetings. Like, this is brilliant, but I like this. I know, poor little dear. I have to keep reminding myself she is so young that everything's new to her. That's new. I didn't know you could cook the poisonous mushrooms. And, oh, did I misread that? Garlic pudding. Oh, I shudder at the thought. Alright, all of our stuff is repaired. I need a little piece of chitin in order to get the next version of the axe. There's the crude hatchet. Or no. Can I make that already? And it's a very good and cheap way of healing tames. Ah, that's why they did it. So we have a new bow. Moderately hard stems. Maybe this is what we have to make instead of this, because this seems more like a combat weapon than it does a crafting material. Missing one piece of each. It's like, well, we have to go commit murders. I'm trying desperately to remember, though, what's the next version of the pickaxe, because I need that for the clay, which to make the mortar, which to make the other things. And you're not sure, but you see a lot of people use jam and berries. Well, see, the jam would be far more valuable, I would think. I don't want to say I wouldn't waste it on a tame, but that's curious that they're doing that. Yeah, that's the superior version. So to that end, can I deconstruct now? I can. And it looks like I can only deconstruct what I'm holding, which is good. That way it's not coming from my boxes. Alright, so let's see. Perfect timing, Dark Knight. Let me get to a nicer looking area, and we will pull out our story. Let's see. And a hydrate. Oh, goodness, you spoil me. Stretch, hydrate, and a story. Are you getting ready for bed, so you need a bedtime story? I will happily oblige. No, you're just awake. So let's see, where did we leave off? I think this is our page. Alright, let's see. So take a coin and keep it close. Make sure its head is opposed, for when the time to bargain comes, silver never comes undone. In the shadow of the moon, whisper low a cryptic tune. Spin the coin thrice around, let it fall without a sound. As it rests upon the ground, ancient spirits gather round, for the coin spirits bright hold the power of the night. Speak your wish, but pay the price. Silver demands a sacrifice. For what is gained is never free, bound by a cosmic decree. The coin's fate, a gateway sealed. In its flip, your fate's revealed. Heads for fortunes, tails for dread. In the balance, hang the threads. When the bargain is complete, take your leave, but be discreet, for the spirits once conjured stay, lingering in the light of day. Guard the coin, keep it near, a talisman of hope and fear. In its metal, mysteries reside, silver's secret deep inside. that one's a fun one about fortune. Uh-oh. Cermi is the toughest Elden Ring boss till you reach her boss room and you fall asleep with their voice smoothness. You're very kind. As I say, how are you liking the storytellers now that you've got to hear a few of them? I know this little book won't last us long. I'll have to find something else to read after that, but... Alright. So we've got our new hatchet. Read of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And the Silmarillion. And the Hobbit. Oh, you're very kind. Greetings. That was the first one you've heard, and you've paused the Woowa game to cherish it. Oh, thank you. That was something we mused around of where, both professionally and personally, people have always asked, do I do audiobooks? And not to jinx it, but I am considering it. Because usually when you tell of a project, you no longer pursue it. So it's a possibility, but I make no promises. Because I'm still baffled you'd want to listen to me anyway. But speaking of Elden Ring, you do have a few bosses that do inflict sleep. Saint Trina is a big part of the DLC, actually. You can go to stream and make audiobooks. Funny enough, probably streaming would be better for that, of where you get the vocal cords warmed up, and it's even more quote-unquote exhausted by the time you go read the audiobook. That might even be more soothing. Because I know I did a recording for something I'm not likely to get, but there was another audition that I submitted. I'm still waiting to hear back from. And I noticed that the recording was actually better the second half of the day. Ooh, that is a good call. If I go back to playing Wukong, I could read through The Journey of the West. But that, I think, is like 5 novels in English. So that would be quite the ordeal. Or I could do what I promised Resrick, and that read the journal entries. Because they have a significant bit of lore as well. All of them. At once. You know, that may not be a bad idea. Just have a fireside stream of like, okay, grab your blankies and your favorite snack. We're going to be reading today. 5? Not enough. We need more. You underestimate the size of these books. They're massive. Because I think I was looking at Amazon the other day just to see what they would go for, and oh my. It's well into the hundreds of euros. It's like, I don't think I could justify that at the moment, but... I do have the Tsao, so reading through that while playing Black Myth may be possible as well. I should read all the Skullduggery Pleasant novels. It's like 20 books. Oh no. Alright. I admit I am curious. There is clay around here, as well as to the south with Tuhala. And it's about a cool skeleton detective with his human sidekick named Valkyrie Kane. That does sound like an interesting premise, it does. And do I watch any anime these days? I'm trying to think. The last one I watched was Dungeon Meshi, or Delicious Dungeon. I really like that one, and I think season 2 is coming out very soon. I've also started to look into Witch Hat Atelier. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy the premise of it because it's about 4 young apprentice mages, but the art style alone, you could tell, was a labor of love. So I think it would be certainly worth looking into. But how about yourself? Any good ones to watch, or any that you've been enjoying? Even if they're older ones just brought to light again? Sir Man needs an anime. It's been so long, Dark Knight, since I really got engrossed in one. Because again, Delicious Dungeon, and there was another one on Netflix that I enjoyed. But I am blanking on what it is. Daughtering would know it. I can't remember if it was a movie or a short, but poor boy was one of the characters' taglines. Oh no, I need an anime with the story of Sir Meh. And you think you started your 100th and or 1001 isekai? It seems like an overdone trope for sure. Which, don't get me wrong, a good isekai can be really well done. And I'm glad in a way that they've moved isekai as the main topic rather than the harem animes of the 90s. So that's at least a little bit of reprieve, because I was thinking back to some of the ones I enjoyed, and you have like Yu Yu Hakusho, Tenchi Muyo, Kenshin. All of those are harem in their own ways. I was like, isekai might be better. The exalted heavy knight that knows how to game systems. I do hope you don't mind greetings of where my interjections. I'm hoping they're more helpful than annoying. Because I try to leave equal parts to mystery, but also not set you up for failure. Like, oh, by the way, be careful here. Because it has been a treat to see you go through it. But I do want you to enjoy your first experience through. Well, feel free to tell me to hush at any point, because like, no secrets. Because, like we were talking earlier, Elden Ring is what got me back into gaming, so it is nice to see someone go through it and enjoying their time. That's part of the reason I set out to make my channel, especially, like, say, with Wukong, to make sure people got the most of their playthroughs. And to show that you don't have to be good at something to enjoy it. Precisely, where there's so much missable stuff. Fair, especially where the slog of like, oh, I have to go through all of this just to get this stupid thing that no one cares about. You gotta get to the fighting parts. True. Well, speaking of fighting parts, we're about to take on that lovely thing. Because part of the plot for Smalland is that the kind of jewel was stolen, and a lot of the creatures are now corrupt. And Peter, you would love your first playthrough with Sir Maz, the Jolly Cooperator. If ever you find the means to play it, I will be happily there. Of course, you'll have the Professor and I to carry you through, so bosses be worried. Between his skill and my cheese. Oh no. In Black Myth Wukong, where you barely explored, you managed to find very few things. thought that was flint. Ah, world. Where? Halfway across the map as usual. Precisely. With his skill and my cheese, the world can't stop us. Well, he is starting to be a culinary master as well. You should check out the Discord for the lovely burger and cinnamon rolls he made. Oh, nonsense, Peter. You are amongst the Titans. Hired workers. We were talking about Peter's first run through Elden Ring, and I was saying, it's like, well, with my cheese and your skill, no bosses will prevail. And then I was regaling them with your culinary masterpieces. I'm not wasting the arrow, just let your stamina dry down. And likewise, Quantum. Only because of her did I beat the Orphan of Cause. As that wasn't gonna happen otherwise. Yeah, she took care of Cause for me, and then Shovel took care of the moon presents. Although there is quite the dilemma of to play on console or to wait until the PC is upgraded, because to go on a slight little bit of rant, I don't know if I will buy another console at the rate that they're all going. Given the news with Sony of late, as well as just how deplorable Nintendo's been over the past decade. I think I may have finally crossed that bounds of like, okay, this is as far as we go. Precisely. Hero, I'm here to avenge my brother. Warrior, you have my sword. Ranger, and my bow. Barbarian, and my axe. Necromancer, and your brother. I do love that one, and for a slight spoiler in Baldur's Gate, I don't know if you did this one or not, Professor, but the side quest with the hag is essentially that, of like, oh, you want your lost love back? Well, here he is. Here's the boy. Like, oh no. Poor Connor. And true, with your brother back, you can just go after the big bad. Depends on your brother, though. If he was just the poor baker, I don't know if I'd take him on an adventure again. Although, in one of our D&D campaigns that lasted for almost 3 to 5 years, or no, not 5, that's an exaggeration. 3 to 4 years at least, we had a halfling barbarian who was a chef. And you can imagine he was lethal with his frying pan. And Dark Knight, you were mentioning the Gothic remake. How have you been liking that one? Or did you already finish it? You're up to chapter 2 of 5, and it's really fun. Oh, good. There's the king stag beetle. Tuhala's here. Let's go back to our tree encampment and cheese the spider. How many arrows do I have? 19. I'll need to make some more. Because then we can go visit the witch and get some armor that I actually like. Precisely, Peter. Samwise, I'm going to beat you with a pan Gamgee. And, Professor, you've never played Gothic, but it seems a bit too tedious, but perhaps when you run out of other things, considering the upcoming titles, it may be a long time. Remind me, which ones are you looking forward to? Because I'm surprised how well Assassin's Creed has been going. I'm glad that you're enjoying that one. It's been a fun thing to watch. Because for me, I think Phantom Blade Zero in October is the only one that's really got my eye. I'm debating about the Dark Arisen DLC for Dragon's Dogma 2. Because I don't know how much it actually has to it. That price point of it, it's pretty steep, so it better be a pretty significant expansion. Oh, you might switch it up and play a bit of Power World. Did you get to play it before the 1.0 release? Because I think both Resurrect and Pete have been playing that one in 2024. Because I think Pete just started his first playthrough of it and was looking for anyone that would be interested in collaborating with that one. For me, what I've seen of Power World, I am chuffed to bits that they're giving Nintendo a run for their money and challenging a lot of their patents, because that genre of game is rife and is a great ground for other expansions. But Nintendo just lacks the courage or conviction to really invest in it anymore, because Pokemon, let's face it, has been terrible for the past few years. So I'm glad to see it succeed, but there are just certain elements of it. Dark Knight, you just hit on one of them. The forced labor camps and the breeding tactics are what deterred me from it. So I was like, oh no, I'm good. But it does seem interesting as a whole, so I'm rooting for its success. And Dark Knight, you're going to buy Wolverine as a physical? Yes. Can't wait to play Onimusha. It comes out on September the 5th. That's not too far off now. And Digimon is better than Pokemon? It flopped, of where originally the Digimon anime was better than Pokemon, but the games were terrible. Now I think the Pokemon anime is better than the games, and the games are just wretched. I refuse to play a modern Pokemon one. Like Arceus, ZA, the whole lot of them. No. The last one I played was Sun and Moon with Daughtering, and that was it. The Digimon games and anime are so good, and they've circled back to both being good. Good. I hope that franchise does well. And they refuse to make graphical improvements too, precisely. Because think about it, this is an indie game from Merge Games and Tiny. But it is gorgeous compared to Pokemon. Nintendo has all the money it could ever want. It just refuses to invest in it. It's like, this could be a gold mine that they're sitting on. And I don't understand their logic. And this is coming from an old avid Pokemon player. But I've kind of given up on them. Because, again, one of Dottering's breakthroughs is we figured out how I can play Moon and actually stream it using our cartridges. That's what that teaser was on Discord. Because if I'm going to play it, I'm going to play with ghost types. And August is your pre-order for the Collections 2 come out. Ooh, nice. Because thinking about Digimon, it was Zavath that was playing through it. Yeah. It seems like that's the case, Dark Knight, of where Nintendo focuses more on litigation than they do revitalizing their own IPs. And Doddering is like a mad scientist. He's always into something. True. But I definitely appreciate all the research he's been able to do behind the scenes. Because I admit I get off work and I'm kind of spent. He should make mechs. He should. Alright, I came back here because I wanted to kill the spider, but I need to make more arrows. And then we're gonna go visit the witch. And I need to do a playthrough of 2 through 7. I do have 7. I was looking through my Steam library. It's like, you know, I do have that. Oh, did I hit the wrong button? I think I did. Although I don't think that mattered too much because I didn't have much room anyway, so ha. Because that is potentially on the list as well of where I was debating on what to play next. Because I've been enjoying Smalland, but I worry that it is rather slow, but I have to remind myself too that, hey, if people fall asleep to my streams, that means I'm winning. Did I not have... I was gonna say... And then those are more foodstuffs. So this goes over here. Smalland is not Snowlands. Oh, good. Because I know it's got a lot of inventory management. It was the same concern I had with Where Winds Meet. I was like, ugh, more menus. Because just look at that. I'm trying to recall which branch is best to get on. Well, there's one. And you wish they had remastered 6. It was your first one, and it had the best look for Zhao Yun. But you know, of all the Dynasty Warriors games, it would be boring. True. I think... I can't remember if it was 3 or 4 was my first. I think it's this mushroom here. Now this awful thing can climb, so again, be warned. Although I don't see her. Where's your mother? There she is. I didn't account for drop. Well, this just feels dirty. Goodness. I may have turned their health far too down. But now we can go see the witch. And I'm trying to recall what I need for the chest piece that I like. Or no, it's the arm guards. I like the arm pieces better than the chest. Nice try. Or mixtape. True. Need frog flesh. I think that's for the chest piece. If not, we can go kill a frog. Precisely, Peter. I know where there are several. Alright, it sounds like we go kill a frog. Which again, I have it turned so far down that it's not a trouble to do so. These are darling little ones, though. They're so cute. Spiderlings. Just want to fuzz their little faces. Of course, I say this in-game, but if one crawls across my living room floor or anything like that, it's like, nope. It's like I have a rule. As long as you stay outside, we're friends. Oh, sorry. But the moment you come into my abode, we're enemies. Even though I know damn well that you're probably doing me a service by lingering around and eating the other bugs that I don't get to see. I have the same rule with house centipedes, though. It's like, nope. Absolutely not. Far too many legs. And true, Peter, Dark Knight's probably chuckling and like, spiders, you don't know about spiders. Although, if a huntsman spider decided to move in, I wouldn't even ask it for rent. Be like, you just stay over there, I'll stay in my corner. Please don't hurt my cat. Oh no. You've encountered a spider the size of an emu. And you know someone who's so afraid of spiders that she found one in her sink and basically sobbed and knocked on her neighbor's door. Oh, poor dear. Good on the neighbor that came to her aid, though. Because that is very sweet. There's a joke to be had there, but at her expense I won't. Because brave Sir Robin ran away. Alright, so we've got that done. And I think I'm just going to leave everything in my inventory. Because I'm trying to remember what it needs. Very true, Dark Knight. But I think it's more of every continent has some demographic they make fun of, and the French just happen to be the ones for Europe. Again, I live in a solidly glass house, so I cannot make any kind of jest, so... I seem to recall needing this stuff. and I don't remember why. So yes, let's go... Well, no, I didn't spend a lot of arrows for the spider. So, froggy time, and then the witch. Which I think our nearest frog honestly might be the swamp. Because I know there's one up here. Or no, it's here with Hildred. They honestly look equidistant. The arms. 3 bark, 3 fiber string, textile patch. Textile patch and refined wood. Thank you. I don't think I have the textile patches. So that may be for naught. Bark, bark. Well, I can make them. Oh, that's alright, but thank you, Quantum. You've already set me far up with anything else, because, again, that rodent garb you gave me, I'm still really grateful for. That was so nice with the winter. Very true. Both Professor and Dark Knight make excellent points for the perceived state of things. And refined wood, you said. They have a pantry now. True, history does ebb and flow, but likewise, I do love the tale. Especially, like, again, going back to the romanticized things of Dynasty Warriors. That's why it's called the Romance of Three Kingdoms. So I've got string, refined wood, textile patch, and bark, you said. So I may have enough without killing the frog, but we can go kill a frog. Bark is what we need. Yes. I'm debating on which frog's closer, though. There's one over here. And then there's one over here. I'm thinking this frog's closer. Jahaldun. And that would be fun, reading the Romance of the Three Kingdoms after every mission in Dynasty Warriors, or at least reading the relevant one. That way you can have the historical context. Because I have books 1 and 2 of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. I think I'm missing 3 and 4. And you only need the frog for the chess piece. True, but it seems like both Peter and Dark Knight would like to see the death of a frog. So, who am I but to oblige? Why is there a bumblebee this high up? Oh no. Date Masamune versus Jahotun, which one-eyed man would win? I'd pay to see that fight. That would be fun. But, sadly, we'll have to wait on killing the frog as we have our ads again. So let me put my warning out. Everyone get up, stretch, and take a moment. If I could type properly. There we go. Lies! Bold-faced lies. True, but we'll be back momentarily. And welcome back. Alright, so let's see. I did promise murder. So off we go. I admit I'm not clever enough to think of a way to say this, but instead of the Harry Potter mischief managed, murder. Ah, welcome in, Pete. Thank you for the lurk and hope you're doing very well. We were just talking about you earlier, talking about Pow World. What are you doing this high up? Red rum. Red rum. And you just got a diamond? You do indeed. I actually remembered where to do all those settings, so haha. Not all. It is still a rarity. It just you all happen to show up at the same time. Because you're all delightful company. And I owe you all a great deal, so thank you. It's at least a small gesture. Oh, it took nothing other than me figuring out where it was. Sends a hug in the mail. Likewise. Yeah, I'm trying to think of ways to make it more of an enriching experience. Oh no, not the emu. You can keep those. No, devil bird. Although, I'm debating, emu or ostrich? I think emu might be nicer. At least you know what you're up against. But yes, froggy time. Throw a power roll spear at it. True. The geese squad. Oh no. Now that is just cruel. Why? Why would you do this? Emus are actually friendly. Oh yeah, this is anticlimactic. And geese are nasty. They have long been my enemy. I think I was ranting one stream of, I don't even know if they taste good. Because I have no use for them. I can't use their dowel for pillows. I don't know if I could eat them safely. That was where the where winds meet stream. Yes. Because there's a devil goose in that one too. Hello, music. Bye, music. So, we've murdered a frog. I forgot how low I had their health. It's like, oops. You eat goose every now and then? Is it similar at all to duck? And Where Winds Meet is a cool game. I wish it interested me. It is a very nice game, Dark Knight, in that it's free. I enjoyed my time with it. However, it didn't stick for some reason. I don't know if I played it too much and just exhausted myself with it, or if the menu fatigue got to me. So I was like, I don't know. And geese liver is a delicacy, but it's a little bit more gamey. They did indeed, where it had so many menus, and again, while I appreciate it that it is a free game, it's hard to go through all of that constantly. And I know what got it for me was I stopped playing it a while ago, And so I feel like I've been left perpetually behind, and there's no way that I could catch up to it. So that's what got me. Yes, it would be different if it had one consistent currency for all of the gotchas, or at least a handful, 2 or 3. Not the 7 that it has. 7 or more. Who knows, since last I played it, they may have added more. And you've eaten more than you should have, greetings? Well, that just means you're well satiated. Story of my life. 'Tis a happy story, then. I don't know if Torrent can carry you. Oh, he's got a strong back. To that end, though, I need to remember to post to Discord a really pretty model of Torrent and Mikola. I came across it in my feed the other day and was just enamored with it. I'm sure it's incredibly expensive, but the level of detail is gorgeous. But speaking of detail, I couldn't see anything, so let's illuminate that, shall we? And I know I came on the wrong side of the island to get to Tuhala, but I'm lazy. So we can walk it. And I'm hoping I might encounter a bit of clay to prove to myself that I know I can't farm it. Which, speaking of, ha ha ha. Because this needs a spike pickaxe or better. I have no memory of how to do that one. I has a Discord? I do. If you type in ! Discord, it should appear. As I know I'm on yours. The sussy skeleton must join. Well, it's a quiet little corner for sure, but more the merrier. Oh, I forgot the Steam message I put for it. Why is there angry music? There, the moon will keep us company on our way. But yes, I need to remember to post that Mikola one, because I did bookmark it with the intent to share it. I think I need to go inland a little bit. At me and my little matchstick. Oops. Apologies. I have my phone sitting on the table, and I forgot I need to put it on the other table. Because the vibration transfers. Oh. Twitch, why? I got my own notification that I went live now. 2 hours and 13 minutes into the stream. Oh, I wish, Dark Knight. Phone alert that I won the lottery. But the bad part is I have to buy a ticket. You almost ruined your breeches. Oh no. Especially because I'm sure we all have the same vibration tone at this point. It's not like the old days where you could tell one phone model from the other. Thought it was an alarm you had to go to work. And how is Claire doing? She was being very mischievous earlier. She's discovered another method to get up and has been adamant that she wants to check out my monitor. I was like, oh no, you can play with my work monitor because she loves spreadsheets, but my gaming monitor is kind of precariously placed, and I'm deathly afraid that she'll get behind it and give it a nice push. Because I finally found a monitor that I can use fairly reliably so far. I've been pleased with its initial results. So I'd hate to anything befall it. And this was a lovely part in the Halloween section. Or for Samhain. I live. So I don't know if they have that at all times. I doubt it. But it actually had Ghost and a jack-o'-lantern. Not to mention the lovely eerie candles. There's her base. They do a wonderful job with their holiday stuff. Especially the first one that they had was Yule. And since they've done just a marvelous job with each one of them. Hello, Tuhala. I don't need my pickaxe out. She wanted us to kill the black spider, so having done that already, we can just turn in at its head. And now we can unlock the Healer's Guards. So bark, fiber, string, and refined wood. Blood sack, that's what you had to farm the other ones for, but then I decided I didn't really like it, so this is great. And then I wanted to like this, but the skirt slash kilts in the game don't look very good. So, but these I do like. And I'm clipping through the floor. Are will-o'-the-wisps peaceful? Yes and no. It depends. Most of them are, but if you're hostile to one, you can either run or have a candy corn handy. Tell me more. Grant the ability to interact with the other world. Been able to retrieve a recipe from ancient texts. Might be useful. No, I just want you to leave. Ah, shack floor. Nice. Ah, that's where you get the bone charms from. And so, put on our new arm guards, because these are nice. But these are my favorite. Proper spooky. And again, I am a sucker for candles. Look at that. My first base, once I got it how I set up how I wanted it, it was adorned with candles. So I might do the same again, but I think I need beeswax and a few other things in order to make these. Thankfully, they don't require fuel, or at least they didn't last I played. Who knows if they do now. Yay, they do not. Perfect. One less thing I have to farm. I'm trying to remember where the nearest crossing is, because I know if I just jump from here, it's death. The small folk cannot swim. That was the other kind of missed opportunity I wish they had of where... Need resin, oil, and honey crumble. I think I have all of that. Maybe the seed oil I'm lacking on because I used it to make refined wood. But it's obtainable. But as I was saying, the thing they missed out on, I wish they had a water strider tame. That way you could traverse these areas pretty easily. Now granted, with a grasshopper or dragonfly it becomes trivialized, but still. Speaking of, hello Claire. How's the little face? Would need a wood hatchet? I have this. They have decorative mushrooms now? Ooh. Hi. No, don't get on the table. Fine, you got on the table. Just don't knock anything over. There we go. She did too. She went immediately over to my bottle of water. Like, oh no. He's like, all bases belong to us. She is preparing for mischief indeed. Hello, Buggy. She's an animagus. I don't know if I can make that jump. Might be best to go further down. You'd laugh at this one, Peter. I think I've told you all the story of where we think she's a little druid because of all the animalistic behaviors that she has that are most uncat-like, but has an abundance of. I almost thought that was a bird on that stump. So if I stand right here, it looks like an angry raven. But it's just a log. But for little Claire, she plays with her toys like an otter. She leaps from her perch like a flying squirrel. She hangs upside down like a bat. She burrows like a mole. And she dances like a little black bear on her hind legs. And then she teleports around like a displacer beast. So, she's the druid of the party. Fine, I'll go further down. Because the water is lovely, but deadly. I kind of miss an early access where you could just quit out and it would put you back at your tree base. But I'm glad for exploration reasons that they removed that feature. Because I could imagine you being down in the deep dark, and have to walk all the way back. Oh no. How did you know? No one's supposed to know. Pulls out memory potion. True. I could see it. Do I have keep inventory on death? I do. So I could easily just yeet myself under the water. But where's the fun in that? Is this foxtail? This might be good for seeds. Or is it rye that I'm thinking of? Oh, I got a couple seeds. That is one thing I will give Palworld. It was Palworld and something else. I can't remember the other title, but the point of it being, you can have your minions go out and farm for you. Oh, it's actually wood that I lack this time. Interesting. That's alright, we're close to home. And you use unstuck. That's a clever way to do it. I am glad that they left that feature from early access. Although it's been a long while. Well, no, I don't want to jinx it. But it will be a long while since I've actually had to use it because of the reason intended. Because I think there was a part in the catacomb where you can get stuck on a tomb, and that caused problems. But I imagine in the new areas as well, they may not have playtested them as thoroughly. Because I've yet to go underground. That's on my list of things to do, but I just haven't done it yet. And I am glad that they... It may just be my memory, but the wings look different now too. They're more translucent than they were before. It makes me wonder if they fixed the butterfly wings. Because those were terrible. You spend all that time grinding to unlock them, and then they're ugly. It's like, oh, because they should be at least double in size, because they're teeny tiny. It reminds me of... Is the caterpillar's name Heimlich out of A Bug's Life? Where he's convinced he'll turn into a beautiful butterfly, and then when he does emerge, it's pitiful. It's like his body did not change proportionally at all. You know, the wings on display? That's probably what they're best for. Because I have them on my other profile. But I didn't like wearing them. Of course, I'm biased. The sapphire ones, I think, are the most aesthetically pleasing. Second to the leather wings. I just wish the leather wings could actually flap, like the other ones late game can. That way you can gain some altitude, because they look like a proper Da Vinci design, but lack the functionality. And is this my tree? I think it is. Oh no. I haven't paid the tax, so you must take my tree. That's the premise of, oh, what is it? The little crabs, another crab's treasure? The one Shovel went through not too long ago. I'm like, well, you didn't pay the taxes, we're gonna take your shell. I wanted to like it because it looks like a cutesy little Souls one, but the dialogue was like, no, I'm good. If the Sapphire ones work like the late game ones, you'd use them. For sure. My problem with the late game ones, at least when I played it and played through to completion, they're not very attractive either. It's like you have the blue and the red pair, and then that's like, I'm okay. But I admit I like more of the organic looking ones, because it looks more on brand for a borrower / a fae type creature. When they start using metal, it doesn't sit well in my head because of the fae's opposition to metal. So I was like, I don't know about this. Of course I say that and I've already got a flint axe, so... It's like, well, that's technically a stone, not metal. We'll make a deposit and put all our stuff away. And repair our stuff. I think I need to make a repair kit and retrieve some wood. You go back and forth. Because again, it's like, oh, I want to treat them like fae, but at the same token, the other stuff's too useful. Especially when you get to the pyrite stuff. Another world event. Where is this one? Way over there. The metal housing does look elvish. Very true. Especially its foundations are essential for building high. Well, the froggy flesh doesn't get to go in the box. That's alright. As long as it's nearby. I need to put those away as well. That one hasn't been processed yet, but it's fine. It can live there. And likewise, my buggy box is already filled. So, decisions. How do I have 35 of whatever this is? Oh, it's mushroom. I was like, what in the world? You can live here. I'll take my silk and move it. And you must be away. Likewise, Dark Knight, thank you for your lovely company. I hope you get some good rest, and maybe we'll see you later in the Professor stream. I'll move the heavy chitin as well. Yes, we have to pillage and plunder. I already repaired my stuff, but I do need to restock on things that I need out in the wild. So, shove that there for now. I hate to carry so much with me, but it should be fine. I guess that is overflow, so that we'll do this. So fiber and seeds. I'm thinking rye farming now. And I probably can't sleep at this time of day. There was something else I was going to make. I remember I wanted to look at the decorations. So bear with me just a moment, and we can take a quick peek at these. Because here's our beloved candles. So it's seed oil I need. And then these lights are really pretty as well, but you need to kill fireflies in order to make them. As with this one. Oh, you need poisonous mushrooms for that one. Alright. And then the bone charm. But these were the chandeliers that you were working with, where you had to redesign your base in order to fit them? need pyrite for that one, goodness. And they have a holiday candle now, too. That's nice. But you can put little mushrooms. That's a nice addition. Yay. And decorative moss. That might be cozy. You could use that for bedding. Decorative spider webs. And some withering bones. Lovely. So fireflies are on our murder docket. And then these are new with the shacks. Good deal. And you said it was X, or excuse me, X, I think you said? Because if I do... Alright, we're going to make some fool of myself. As we'll try... Nope. Come here, little one. Out we go. So, in theory... Oh, nope, that's dismount. Come here. Aha! Triangle for me. We have lift. Why this wasn't working the other day, I have no idea. I needed an audience. Just mind the stamina bar? Yes. Now we're cooking. You can fly. Good deal. Alright, little one. Come here. Wait. Leave. Well, not quite what I was hoping for, but you can hang out there, I suppose. I need to make him a shelter as well. But I need to make a deposit upstairs. That's why I moved him, so I could get to this. And put these away. I guess I can just disassemble these as well. I'm going to keep my recurve bow just in case. I use one to the point of breaking, so it's always good to have a backup. And now I have to be careful with this menu and not pick something wrong. There we go. Because I'd hate to destroy what was given. It's like, no, 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 don't do that. Hooray, we figured out that. And then, what was I thinking we would do? I wonder if we go after... Because we've confirmed that I need a different kind of pickaxe for the clay. You keep 30 repair kits. That's smart. I'm wondering if we go to the Grey Lands again, get some more heavy chitin, and then we can go visit to the north and get the other chess piece. Because I think it's the warrior's chess piece rather than the bee chess piece I liked. But my memory's fading. And I'm trying to think on what in the world I need to do to get scrap metal. Because I know I need a better pickaxe, but I don't know what kind of pickaxe. So you know it might help if I actually mark my map. There we go. Myrmic. Let's go visit him, because we haven't seen him yet either. This will be pretty. We get to go visit by the Great Owl. And kind of ride the currents on our way. The flint axe gets metal? Because if that's the case, then we're cooking. Because I have that already. And I hope I'm using that term correctly. I don't think I am. Because to me, the phrase is cooking with gas, and that we have the accelerant needed to make progress. But in the modern vernacular may contradict me. So let's see. We can at least get the recipe from him first, and then make our way to the Greylands to hunt more cockroaches. And I think... Can I make it from this side? I don't think I can. I think I've got to go around. Ah, thank you for the hydrate. Yes, I need to get through that nasty flask. I've been neglecting it. Although I thought I drank quite a lot yesterday, but events last night proved otherwise. That's part of the reason I was late for the stream today. You already finished your Viking-flavored monster? Ooh. And you said you got through half of your minis. I am rather excited. I bought some more ingredients. I think for the professor's stream, I'll make some of that buldak ramen, but I'm going to be replacing the broth as well. But I actually have the ingredients for chicken stock, as well as a few other things. Because before I was using a combination of oyster, unagi, and soy sauce to make a shoyu type. Broth's not the right word, but sauce. Enough to coat the noodles. So this time I'm thinking I'll actually make a broth. Of course, it won't be as delicious as the professor's from-scratch ramen, but it should do in a pinch. So point of that ramble being it should be more fluids. Chicken stock. Did I say it wrong? I wouldn't doubt it. It's been that kind of day. I still love how you romanized the fireflies. I think about that one often, especially every night as little Claire looks out the window looking for her buggies. And so I don't kill myself, let's use my torch. What in the... That's like twice the size of what I remember. A bull ant. Ugh. And my torch is probably about to break. But here's the hunter's abode. And remind you of that? The fireflies? Oh, I was just talking about them in game, and the way you typed it out captured the accent very well. Something like that one, yes. But here's Myrmic. So it's the Formic armor. Because the bone's deceiving. It's another one of those of where it has kind of a skirt to it. And the physics on it did not look good. And then the bone plating has a kind of yellow turtleneck. So the same problem you were having with Edward of where his neck looked detached. This game suffers from the same. But I think it's the Formic chest piece I like. Oh god, it needs iron as well. Okay, iron. We've got to figure out that piece, but let's go farm some chitin and scraps. In the moist voice. Oh, goodness. Yeah, because that one I thought you'd like, but it looks too broad. Yes, yes, I know you're a faction leader. What is your other armor? I'm not farming for hoots. Oh, it's red. Alrighty then. Gave us enough time for dawn to break. Iron. That is one of those words that has a very regional dialect, and it can easily portray where someone's at, or where they're from. Because I say iron, as into iron clothes. But I've heard a variety of variations, some of which I can mimic, some of which I cannot. And just, oh goodness. So now, theory time. I can. Well, I'll be damned. The flint's more useful than I thought. There's our spike pickaxe. We've reached the Metal Age. I'm Iron Man. And when you play in non-peaceful mode, those gray flies are horrendous. Because they attack you in a swarm. So it's quite scary. One of the other fun things you can build, Nock, who's present in the Greylands, is actually an inventor. And one of her inventions is a catapult. So you can load yourself up and then you just go way up high into the air. Now, where's our buggy friend? Catapult. That's what a little Claire does. But she weighs so little that she's just more fur than anything else. And I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but we suspect, we haven't had her genetically tested yet, but she's at least majority Bombay, which is a breed I had not heard about. I thought she was just a cute little black cat, but it's like, nope, there's a breed to it. That would explain her burrowing behaviors. And do I want any help farming? Thank you, but I think I will call the farming here very soon. Because I'm just going to get a bit of scrap iron and then go after a bit of chitin and then head back. Because I was just curious if I even could. Not that I doubted you, it's just... It's been a long time since I've gone through at this level. It's like, oh no. So I'm happy to see that that actually works. And what breed is your cat? Black? It's the same thing with orange or other ones, or it's just like, eh. It's like, it's a cat. There's a joke online of where they're talking about the pedigree of dogs, and they have all of this paperwork for them, and they can show their lineage. And like, oh, they were bred from this, and this is their parentage, and blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, it's like, here's a cat I found in the dumpster. Oh, no worries, Quantum. Again, I trust your knowledge of these. Between Smalland and Bloodborne, I consider you subject matter expert, because I knew for a long time when it was in early access, but that's been a long ways away. Precisely. You know, where I found this cat in the dumpster, his name is Bob. That and Elden Ring to your repertoire, Quantum. Because I completely forgot about the holy pots, and that was essential for the Deathrite burn. I missed. Are you mad at me, Mr. Fly? No. Good. At least I hope not. The angry music is still playing. It's like, oh no, why do I hear boss music? My Elden Ring is getting rusty. You saw how much I was hallucinating. It's just like, I think I know where I'm at. I do need to go through it again. It was nice to defeat Radon. I think a large part of that's honestly just having the desk poker and a new controller in hand. Because like, this feels familiar to me. Because I was trying the Ansper Rapier, but I wasn't doing very well with it. Oh, the chitin bow is so dark. I almost thought that I didn't have anything equipped in that slot. I was like, wait a minute, where's my bow? Oops. Come here, Mr. Buggy. Can you come up here? That way I can just shoot you and I don't have to go claim your crap. Are we dead? you dropped your stuff. Good. Ah, there's another one. See, that was deceiving. It's like, wait a minute, are you dead or not? And while we're here... get a couple more pieces of this. Because then I need to go back to base and take a look at a few things. Because I don't think I can process this iron into ingot without the smelter. And I think I need mortar for that. Because I have plenty of stone. And I need the workbench to make bricks. Which I'm still not 100% convinced that I'm saying that word correctly. The binding material used in tile work and masonry. Mortar. Not sure. I'll have to look that one up later. It's sad when you forget a word in your own language. It's like, oh no. Like, what have I done? Of course, the same thing happens. I was drafting some communications the other day for a mass email. And if you stare at something long enough while changing the font, everything looks misspelled. And then you're sitting there thinking like, oh no, have I had a stroke? Have I finally lost it? Because you're second guessing everything. I think the word measure got to me the other day. I was working in Power BI and trying to work on a report. And just as many times as I typed it in, it just looked wrong by the end of the day. It's like, nope. That word has lost all meaning. It is now just a placeholder. Bad Mr. Wasp. I saw that murder. For shame. So you know what? You harmed the ladybug. And to quote a movie, inconceivable. We're on our ads again? How? No. Right? It's like, time flies when you're having fun, I suppose. Yeah, we've got 2 minutes out. Which I needed to take a screenshot of that. I'm debating on how's the easiest way to do that. So let me see. So I promised I would show this. Or not. Well, never mind then. That was causing all kinds of fun issues. The sea shanty goes, it's a lie, it's a lie, it's a lie. Well, the good news there is that means we're ever closer to the professor stream. This looks like as good a spot as any. As long as the weather doesn't turn too foul. Let me get my warning out. And I will be back with you all very soon. And welcome back. Oh, I think that'll probably be our last ad break of the day. Apologies, I got started so late. I lost at least, I think, 3 hours? Give or take? It's like my productivity. It's ruined. But we still managed. Ah, thank you, thank you. My goal will be to get to the top of my tree, take a look and see what we can craft. If I can make the sapphire wing, or not sapphire wings. I'm a ways away from that. Gonna get some of this for the candles. We'll see what we can make, because I have a sneaking suspicion I need something else to make the iron ingots. But we'll see. Because I believe the professor will be going live soon, and I was going to make the joke that we're heading home to Old Maui, but it sounds like we'll be going to Power World instead. Which will be a treat either way, because I got to see Pete play it briefly, but watching someone else go through it might be interesting. Because I honestly don't know too much about it. Other than I'm, again, chuffed to bits that it's giving Nintendo a run for its money, as it damn well should. I'm all for monopoly busting. Some healthy market competition's long since overdue. Get the cursor out of there at least. There. And because I regretted the first playthrough I gave of Smalland on this profile, I realized that the cursor was hanging out in the upper corner for the majority of the stream. It's like, oh no. I do try to remove it, but oops. There we are. So let's see what we can actually build. Okay, so that's that. So just the bricks. Alright, I think we can do that. Mr. Buggy, your wings are clipping through. And I realized too late I built my house too far over, because it should be about here. Because in my other one, I would put the forges on this side. So this will not be pretty, but we have a forge. And you just need iron shards. This looks promising. So now that we have that, can we do it? Yay! We did the thing! Charcoal and heavy chitin. I thought I gathered enough heavy... Oh, I used it for the furnace, didn't I? And we have a scrying pool now so we can change our appearance. I could dismantle that. So I have 2 pieces left. Oh, we are ever so close. Hello, Buggy. Let's make some charcoal, and then the other piece was chitin. And then in theory, it cost 10 chitin to make that. Oh, goodness. So, Eva laugh time, we can do this. My wings! Yay. We just needed to spend the day doing this. So now, I can put on the pretty wings. Not that the bee ones were ugly, but look at this. Much better. Mission accomplished. And then likewise, I will preserve these wings just to have them. They are so pretty. Because they're proportionate and everything. I feel accomplished. I have the wings. Let me make it... Oh. Well. I was going to say, let me make it daylight so we can actually see something, but, well, the storm had other plans. And I wonder why this hates me so, or why it keeps rearranging my stuff. It's like, why? I don't remember it doing that too often, but it has been a while. So I actually need to retrieve a few things. And then a wee bit of resin. Then I want to show off the wings. Because I have them. And I know that's typically an unprocessed metal, but it can live over there now. At least for now. Cakes, pies, and cookies. I'm taking up a valuable slot. Rain, rain, go away. And now that you're done painting, you're rewarding yourself with some ramen? Ooh, what kind did you get today? As for me, I think I'm going to use the bulldog noodles with a chicken stock base and some egg. Because that'll be my treat for the professor stream. But it'll be more of the soupy variety rather than the just plain noodles that I've been having. There we go. And now you can see my lovely wings. These are the ones we were trying to go for from the very beginning. But look how pretty. And you're going with the rose bulldog with surimi? Ooh, that does sound lovely. Because look how they shine in the light. Worth it. It just took one stream. That wasn't too bad. I thought we'd be rocking the bee ones for quite some time. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. We'll go farm the chitin for next time. Which, to that end, I have 50 arrows left. Guess I could set our course for that, to remind myself. Worth every button. Because then we also need iron for the chest piece. And then I need to redo my base a bit, so we can actually have some stone and a nice little forge area. We've made good progress. But to that end, I believe the professor will be going live fairly soon. I might make it over to the Greylands and then call it there. That way we can raid out and go visit him for a while. About half an hour? Okay, we've got more time than I thought. So we've got plenty of time for a little bit more farming. So, chitin. This buggy will not give us the kind of chitin we want. But just to confirm. Down we go. So this is just standard chitin, I believe. Yes. Yay, you can eat your ramen. So that is one thing I'm going to be endeavoring to do, is make sure that whenever I start my stream, I'm going to try to end it close to when we can raid Professor. That way we can do a nice handoff rather than be like, well, we've got this awkward gap of 40 minutes. Which is nice if you need to do chores or other things, but if I have a captured audience, I might keep you all. Because it's for a good cause, I promise. I haven't seen a mantis up here for a while. I thought about taming one of those. It would be lovely if they had different variety of mantis. Because I know they've got the standard garden green ones, but if you haven't had a chance, take a look at the floral ones. Those are really pretty. Where they look like orchids. Which reminds me, I have a plant growing out in my front yard that I need to examine and see what it is. I think it's a lily. Where it's a volunteer from somewhere. Ah, this feels so good to be back. It's like I have my wings. Yes. I'm a proper bug. And the little mouse feet are adorable too. That might be what we do next time. Of where we'll get some more chitin today. And then maybe start exploring further on. Well, it's nice it just gently let you down. Because in early access, you would kind of plummet for a little bit. But you could also do the trick of where, if your stamina was depleted, go into a free fall, and then let that bar recover, and then save yourself before it splattered you against the ground. We've slain the wasp that was through here. Because there's usually 2 of them. And I need to find the secret door in order to go to the other side. How are you still alive? I thought that depleted your health bar. As you did like the death animation and everything, but decided no. Too angry to die, I suppose. That's alright. I see your brother over here, so we'll take care of him too. Come this way so I don't have to come down to you. Oh, and I forgot I've not leveled up at all, so whoops. I think I need to preserve all of that for intelligence, though. That way I can actually make some higher level armor and stuff. I'm trying to remember how that one works. And those saplings, I think, give both fiber and wood. So I need to grab some of those, too. Alright, the wasp only do 1 chitin. That may not be worth it. And the cockroaches, on the other hand, are the ones I need to go after. Which makes sense, given their carcasses. It's like, here, buggies. Just a bunch of flies so far. As they come out wherever you are. I'd like to commit some murders. Although, I'm trying to think. Across the pond, there are a few more hardier enemies. Because I still have no idea where the mice and other things dwell. The first one I got to see was actually on Quantum's game. It was huge. His name is Rocky. A well-fitting name. He's adorable. But so massive. At least he doesn't have the, like, T-Rex side effect, as does the blue tit. Yeah. Because that little thing, it stomps around and the whole earth shakes. It's like, oh no. Which is part of the reason why I don't think I'll, 1, attempt this playthrough, and 2, the damn hoot requirement for it. Not doing that again. That was pain and suffering. I do hope they lowered it at least a little bit, because it was egregious last time. It's like, no, no. And I do like the kind of biomes that they've created in this one, with the exception of the sands. I'm not too keen on the arid desert. Although the snake is cool. That terrified me my first playthrough. I was like, what do you mean there's a snake? That's a mean one. And then I'm trying to recall, again, things have changed since last I played, but there is it's not a hawk moth, but it's a tarantula wasp that actually preys on tarantula. I wonder if you can tame those now. As they were really pretty. I think they actually had blue wings, if I recall. Oh, you have one? Now, is it a tame that you can ride, or is it just to kind of look pretty, as are the butterflies? Because that was the other thing I was thrilled to see in your base, is that you actually had both moth and butterfly just hanging about. So that is something I will certainly be looking into. Because I think you have to incubate those from eggs. I need to make an incubator as well. I think I've decimated the population. So I'm not seeing any more of our roach friends. Oh, nope, I lied. There's one more. You can't ride it, but it's good for protection. Even if you just had it as a follower, that would be cool. There we are. Bye-bye, roach. You bring it along when you hunt? Smart. And I really love what they did here with this edition. Because this was a magnificent park back in its day. Had driveway access and everything. Although it is kind of a travesty that you can't slip through this fencing. It's like, really? I'm tiny. I think it's a total of 1,000 hoots. Like 500 and 500. That seems awful low, but then the exchange rates on hoots may be terrible. Where you only get like 10 for every pyrite turn in. So maybe that's... Because I'm trying to remember what the merchant has. Because I know I had to get a ton of that metal and bring it to him and be like, here, gimme. How much do I have? Only 13. Goodness. Because I remembered this was quite a bit of a farm, and now I see why. Because I think there are more roaches further in. I'm just lazy and going for only the superficial ones. Yeah, because after all our time in, I would still only consider this like a base level character. Because we've done only a handful of the main quest lines, and there are so many other things we haven't even begun to look at For example, the underground or the magic systems. So there's plenty more left to explore Smalland. We just now have the means of versatility. But I am so happy to have these wings back. It's like, yay! My beauties. The underground. And it's one of those, it's only forever. It's not long at all. Points to you if you know that quote. Surely. How was your schnitzel and fries? You said you consumed far too much. And did you get all your chores done? This is another fine place to make a base. Although, I do like in the other area, I actually made a base on the checkerboard. Oh, wait, that's rye. I'll get this while I'm here. Ah, no worries. Oh no, laundry's waiting for you. Cry. Oh. Well, best wishes for it, because mine decided to be quite obstinate yesterday of where I don't know if I just overloaded the washer or if it's starting its revolt. But when you go down thinking, oh, I'll just put the clothes in the dryer, and you find water all over the floor, it's like, oh goody. The last thing I wanted. So hopefully you don't have that mishap. Because it's bad enough when you're doing one kind of cleaning task, then you have another unexpectedly pop up with it too. It's like, goody. Utility machines rise. I tell you, after this year, it's like, everything's in revolt. It started off with your fridge, and I think several other appliances in my immediate circles have failed as well. It's like, oh, is it my turn now? It's like, can we not and say we did? That fridge. I do hope it eventually got sorted. You won't have to worry about him again. You underestimate my poor luck. Why do you think I don't buy gambling stuff? It's like, I know it'll just be a waste. And welcome in, Shovel. Hope you're having a lovely Saturday today and feeling a bit better. Did you get some rest after the chameleon game last night? Trenchmaster. Your nicknames are great. Greetings. Oh, how dare you. You know you should keep those elsewhere. But thank you. Cursed be the ads. Starting alright, just taking it easy. That's probably the best way to do it. And no obligation at all for Lies of P today. I would say wait until you feel well enough to tackle that nasty thing. But the emotes. Fair. That is one of my favorite ones. I kind of want to caption it and be like, but why though? Right next to it. Trying to turn the sensor off. Like, okay, I get it. I'm in a field of rye. Yeah, I hope you and JT are doing alright with the inclement weather you've been having. Oh, it's a ladybug. It's alright. They could be a friend. The smoke was rather nasty. But it blew over by the end of the day. Oh, good. It's one of those precarious things of where it's like it blotted out the sun. Uh-oh. The torch is badly damaged. I'm well aware. I'm burning it to its extinction. It's okay. I'll go make another. Because sadly in this you can't repair the torches. Which on one hand makes sense, but on the other it's just like, aw. But if I apply more wrapping and resin, surely I can reuse it. But no. There are limits. I'm just thrilled we finally got the wings. Because again, the bee ones weren't awful. They were a bit better than my memory gave them credit for, but... Now this is nice. And is that our log? I think it is. Well, the torch lasted far longer than I thought it would. Usually when you get the warning, it's like, well, it's about to burst. It's like, well, no, it still works just fine. But we have the lovely mushrooms to guide our way now. And do I commit the heinous crime? No, because they're... Well, they're not over water. Not high enough. Oh, of course you move at the last moment. It's alright. I hate to murder you all. But I need your bioluminescence. Oh, there goes my torch. And if I'm not careful in my life... Couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Goodness. Oh, don't call it firefly juice. Ugh. Think of all the things. Now, which side of the river are you on? Probably the opposite one. I am a monster. But I promise you will be put to good use. Well, not you, because you're right over the water. Come back this way. Thank you. Now hold still. Apologies to be so needy, but we have big plans. And now we get to hop across the lilies. And do my best Thumbelina impression. Which I admit I avoided that for so long in the first playthrough. It's just like, why? Because once you discover you can actually do that, it's like, oh, how lovely. And the night is long and full of terrors. Like, surely the dawn will break soon. But I think I see it on the compass there. Which is another feature I'm not quite used to. Usually it's just a matter of timing it out. So again, I'm sorry. I am a monster. Poor little fireflies. Oh goodness, I need to make more arrows. Now, how far off course am I? Oh, not at all. Yay! I was actually heading in the right direction, for once. But up the tree we go. So I think I need to make some more arrows and we can do some decorations. Because ere the sun rises. And there's our ride. Because now that we have iron, I should be able to make the next pickaxe so we can go get the clay. And that way we can go visit the catacomb. That might be something fun we do next time. But let me do some repairs. As I struggle through menus. There we go. So now I have 13 chitin. Is it here? Or do I have to go all the way back? Take 6 to make that. Oh, that's the pants. I need to look at this one for the... A menu has attacked me. Although not as egregious as some of the other ones. Yay! And we may have our armor as well. So if I remember correctly, yes. Ooh, that does look good with the mouse set. Huzzah! We have our stuff! Because I like the green, but there's just something nice about this one. How's that? We have fashion. Yay. And then I also need to see... Lovely. Because this is very reminiscent of what I used to wear, except for the pants are new. Because again, thank you Quantum for these. I guess I could build this way. Because what I used to have was a forge about here, and then a stable a little bit further down, where I had my crickets and everything. So I might do that again. Not sure yet. But first things first. Stop pressing wrong buttons. Curious that I don't yet have stone foundations. Do I need... I think I need clay for those. And I have just enough. Yeah. Because now I can make more iron. So the furnace gets to just kind of hang out there for a little while. Do some inventory management real quick. Yes, all the iron. Again, it's one of those decisive words that you could really hear someone's accent come out for it. I just hope mine's not too dreadful. And stop messing with my order of stuff. I'm about to start throwing eggs off the side. Is that a roach egg? It is. That one's going off the tree. We're not keeping it. Because you invite one of those, and then you have an infestation. So, no thank you. Now, where do I put the buggy stuff? Because I suppose I could start just using some of it, but... What is that, a frog flesh? Yeah. And then we'll go eat that off the side. Nature's garbage disposal. Just go to the edge of something and throw it off. Not me, preferably. Well, that didn't work as half as how I wanted it to. Let's go this way then. Bon voyage. And away it goes. And this I need to cook, so I can eat it. Because I think I have enough honey and other things around, so we should be fine there. But I don't have a stove, so that might be a problem. What do I need to make a stove now? Oh, let's see. The clay. Okay. So stove will have to wait. As will the forge. Oh, so I have a furnace, not the forge. My mistake. We have the shelter bed foundations. Can I even make... Let's see. May want to keep those eggs. I have several, but I didn't want to keep a cockroach egg. Unless there's a specific use for them, like in a recipe or something. Which I wouldn't doubt. This is what I wanted. There is. Ah, splendid. And yes, please. Because I have a feeling we'll get plenty more roach eggs, as they are going to be a delightful farm for the foreseeable future. So I have wooden arrows and fire arrows. Ah, thank you for the hydrate. Let's see. And the stretch. Oh, thank you. Definitely needed that one. So let's see. I'm double checking. It looks like the classroom is about to open. So this may be perfect timing then. I'm just double checking to make sure. So yes, we made excellent progress today. I am delighted to see that we have our wonderful sapphire wings and really grateful for all the company. But I do believe that the classroom is on its way to be opened, as the first student, the one who is always first, is likely ready to head over there. But again, thank you all for joining me today. I'm terribly sorry I was late. Shouldn't be a problem with that going forward, but just in case, I definitely appreciate it. But I think I will wrap up my stream here, and hope you all have a very lovely rest of your day and an even better evening. If you're free and available, I'm going to be raiding out to the professor here very shortly, so feel free to hang out, and I will go on my ending soon screen, but the stream itself won't end. But with that, until we meet again, be very well.